The story starts with Eiju Rentaro, a young man who endures the heartbreak of having his 100th confession of love rejected by a girl named Asaha. Feeling desperate and directionless, Rentaro finds himself at a matchmaking shrine. There he encounters the love god, who unveils an extraordinary destiny. Rentaro is fated to be with not one, but 100 soulmates. This revelation sets the stage for a journey filled with love and unexpected challenges. On his first day of high school, Rentaro collides with destiny when he meets two of his destined soulmates, Hakari Hanazono and Kari Ninda. Fate moves quickly, and both girls confess their feelings for him at the same time. Struggling with the impossibility of choosing between them, Rentaro turns to the love god for guidance. The deity explains that rejecting or causing unhappiness to any of his soulmates could bring severe misfortune, even leading to their demise. With this new understanding, Rentaro takes an unconventional approach. He proposes the idea of dating both Hakari and Karain, and to his surprise, both girls agree. This marks the beginning of Rentaro's extraordinary journey into a harem of 100 girlfriends. As Rentaro starts his unique romance with Hakari and Karain, they arrive at school and encounter an unusual scene. An unnamed student is being chased by the vice principal, who uses deep kissing as an unconventional punishment for breaking school rules. This bizarre incident sparks a conversation between Hakari and Rentaro about their experiences with kissing. Curious, Hakari asks Rentaro if he has ever kissed anyone before, and he admits that he hasn't. This revelation fuels a playful rivalry between Hakari and Karen as they compete to claim Rentaro's first kiss. The girls devise creative strategies to win, but Rentaro, sensing the tension, comes up with a clever plan. He proposes a blindfolded and soundproof kiss to anonymize the experience so that no one knows who kissed him first. Despite his efforts, comedic twists ensue. Rentaro either figures out who is about to kiss him, or one of the girls grows too nervous, leading to amusing outcomes. Feeling overwhelmed and questioning his reliability as a boyfriend, Rentaro flees to the school hallways and offers his first kiss to the vice principal as a last resort. However, Karen intervenes by restraining the vice principal, while Hakari pretends to call a Board of Education member to escalate the situation. Frustrated, Rentaro pleads for both girls to get along. He views his first kiss as a potential source of conflict and suggests starting it all together. Surprisingly, Hakari and Karen express their willingness to let the other have Rentaro's first kiss rather than let it go to waste. To resolve the dilemma, Rentaro proposes a three-way kiss involving all three of them. This unconventional solution satisfies everyone and diffuses the rivalry. The next day, Rentaro, Hakari, and Karen visit the library. While the girls explore cooking books, Rentaro picks up a romance novel and unexpectedly forms a connection with his third soulmate. The story takes an unexpected twist when Rentaro encounters Shizuka Yoshimoto, a student library staff member who happens to reach for the same romance novel. Their connection deepens as they engage in their destined meeting. Through the novel, they silently exchange introductions, with Shizuka playfully referring to herself as the one who governs this land. Misinterpreting this, Rentaro assumes speaking in the library is against the rules and starts using hand gestures, leaving Shizuka puzzled. Shizuka explains her difficulty with verbal communication and her reliance on books to interact with others. Eager to help, she offers Rentaro an extensive collection of romance novels, but he cannot borrow them without a library card. Undeterred, Shizuka kindly lends him her cherished book and formally introduces herself using her student ID. That night, Rentaro immerses himself in the novel, reflecting on the love god's warning that his soulmates need love and happiness to thrive. The next day, Rentaro returns the book and thanks Shizuka, who surprises him by offering the second volume. Their bond grows stronger as they discuss books, and Rentaro discovers Shizuka's unique method of using her favorite novel to communicate. Impressed by her creativity, he assures her of his appreciation for their friendship, which reassures Shizuka about her unconventional way of connecting with people. However, Shizuka becomes confused when Rentaro does not approach her for the next 3 days. Seeing him with Hakari and Karain, she misinterprets their closeness as a romantic relationship and assumes he is avoiding her because of her unusual communication style. Struggling with painful memories of bullying and her mother's criticism during middle school, Shizuka begins to doubt herself. Rentaro eventually approaches Shizuka during her library duties with a thoughtful gesture. He introduces her to a text-to-speech app that allows her to maintain eye contact while communicating. Over 3 evenings, Rentaro has transformed Shizuka's favorite novel into an ebook to help her express herself more easily. Overwhelmed by his kindness, Shizuka takes a leap of faith and confesses her feelings to him, but she is overcome with tears, believing their love is impossible. She assumes Rentaro is already in love with someone else. To her surprise, Rentaro reciprocates her feelings, declaring his love for her. Determined to include Shizuka as his newest girlfriend, Rentaro seeks approval from Hakari and Karen. Hakari readily agrees while Karen hesitates at first. Rentaru's unwavering commitment to loving all his girlfriends equally convinces Karen to accept Shizuka, solidifying their unique and unconventional relationship. During lunch on the rooftop, Rentaro introduces Shizuka to Hakari and Karen. He playfully highlights each girl's unique traits, causing them to blush. The conversation takes a humorous turn as Rentaro describes Hakari and Karen's distinctive kissing habits, leaving Shizuka embarrassed. Noticing her reserved nature, Rentaro suggests a game of Old Maid to lighten the mood. The loser faces a tickling punishment, while the winner gets the privilege to tickle others. The game unfolds with quirky reactions from everyone, particularly during Rentaru's tickling. Despite her initial hesitation, Shizuka joins in and begins to open up. To everyone's surprise, she emerges as the overall winner. Her unique way of lightly poking Rentaro instead of tickling him adds a humorous touch to the moment. After the game, Rentaro excuses himself, giving Karen an opportunity to reassure Shizuka. Karen emphasizes that Shizuka is an equal part of their group and should not hold back. With Hakari's support, Shizuka overcomes her doubts as the girls affirm Rentaru's love for all of them equally. Watching from afar, Rentaro trusts the girls to resolve the matter, showcasing his confidence in their bond as a group. When Rentaro returns, Karen suggests repeating the last punishment. This leads to a surprising moment where Shizuka confesses her desire to kiss Rentaro, breaking through her hesitation. Overjoyed by her honesty, Rentaro shares his first kiss with Shizuka. This heartfelt moment inspires kisses from Hakari and Karen as well, leaving everyone in a state of bliss. Rentaro, overwhelmed with happiness, expresses his gratitude to all the girls for their love. Rentaro and his girlfriends head to check their exam results, but Rentaro realizes he forgot his phone and returns to the classroom. There he meets a girl named Nano, who he immediately identifies as his fourth soulmate. Despite his invitation to check the results together, Nano declines. Rumors circulate about her being an AI assigned to their biology class. Nano's unconventional approach to studying, like drawing cell structures instead of using a microscope, intrigues Rentaro. When he accidentally cuts himself, Nano surprises him by licking his finger, claiming saliva has antibacterial properties. After school, Rentaro invites Nano for a drink and a chat, but she dismisses it, saying activities without future benefits are meaningless. Nano's dismissal leaves Rentaro questioning their connection and wondering if she's truly his soulmate. At home, Nano reflects on her actions and, overwhelmed by unfamiliar emotions, tries to calm herself by reciting the digits of pi. Convinced that ending the relationship is the answer, she asks Rentaro out the next day only to break up immediately, declaring that love holds no value for her. Rentaro refuses to give up and proposes a single date before letting go. During their amusement park outing, Rentaro hopes to show Nano the importance of spending time with loved ones. Despite her confusion about the attractions, they share various experiences, including a ride on the Ferris wheel, where Nano reveals her fear of heights. Holding her hand, Rentaro reassures her. At the end of the day, as they review the photos Rentaro took, Nano initially believes the day was meaningless but stops Rentaro from burning the pictures. Rentaro interprets her actions as proof she found value in their time together, prompting Nano to confess her feelings and kiss him. Rentaro introduces Nano to his other girlfriends. Despite initial jealousy, they all agree on a group outing to an indoor swimming pool. The episode concludes with them eagerly looking forward to their next adventure, all as part of Hakari's plan. Karen goes to buy a swimsuit. Initially hesitant, she eventually buys one, hoping Rentaro will compliment her. On the day of the outing, the group gathers, and Karen, wearing a towel poncho, suggests the others swim while she lounges nearby. At the river, Shizuka spins in her floaty due to the strong current, while Nano tries to navigate against it. Hakari uses the current as an excuse to cling to Rentaro, sparking a humorous rivalry between her and Nano for his attention. Their playful argument causes Rentaro to faint from a nosebleed, forcing Hakari and Nano to pull him out of the water and attempt CPR. Meanwhile, Shizuka, still caught in the lazy river, struggles to reach the pool side. Unable to swim, she seeks help from a stranger but ends up stranded on an island after her floaty deflates. Hakari and Nano, realizing they can't perform CPR properly, search for a male staff member but instead encounter three men who threaten violence. Nano distracts the men by suggesting they hang out while Hakari looks for help. Rentaro, having regained consciousness, intervenes to protect Hakari. The men demand proof of Rentaro's relationships by asking both girls to kiss him. Surprising the men, Hakari and Nano kiss Rentaro themselves, causing the men to flee in disbelief. Rentaro, angry at the men's behavior, praises Hakari and Nano for their bravery but advises Nano to avoid reckless actions. Karen arrives and informs Rentaro about Hakari and Nano's encounter. Rentaro thanks Nano for protecting Hakari but expresses concern for Shizuka, who is still drifting along the lazy river. Shizuka, stranded with a dead phone, calls out to Rentaro, who miraculously hears her. He rescues her and carries her back to the poolside, where she sneakily kisses him. Rentaro then takes a break with Karen. Noticing her comfort in his presence, he encourages her to embrace her individuality, playfully rips off her poncho, and calls her adorable. After enduring some slaps from Karen, he reassures her of her charm. Their moment ends with a kiss before they rejoin the others. Rentaro encounters his fifth soulmate while being pulled along by Karen. Despite his desire to meet with her, his girlfriends divert him to a pancake cafe. Determined, he returns the next day to find the mysterious girl and instead meets Kuzuri, a member of the chemistry club. Uninterested in Rentaro's quest for his soulmate, Kuzuri offers him a peculiar drug called human magnetism. After accidentally consuming it, Rentaro becomes a magnet, attracting nearby metal objects, which complicates the situation. To make matters worse, Kuzuri, accustomed to wearing a diaper, struggles to contain her urge to urinate. Despite the awkwardness, they manage to endure the effects until they wear off 10 minutes later. After the drug incident, Rentaro tries to ask Kuzuri about his mysterious soulmate, but finds himself drawn to her instead. Kuzuri surprises him by confessing that she spiked his tea with a love potion and admits she fell in love with him at first sight. When Rentaro attempts to purge the potion by vomiting, Kuzuri misunderstands it as rejection and begins to cry. It's revealed that Kuzuri's older form, the one Rentaro had earlier zinged with, is her true appearance, stuck in a younger form due to a failed immortality drug. Kuzuri confesses her love again and Rentaro reciprocates, looking forward to their relationship. Rentaro introduces Kuzuri to his other girlfriends, but her quirky obsession with drugs raises concerns among them. To get acquainted, Kuzuri presents customized drugs as gifts, leading to humorous misunderstandings and unexpected effects for each girlfriend. Amidst the chaos, Kuzuri prepares tea but accidentally switches the thermoses, spiking Rentaro's drink with a "you can't help but kiss the person you love" drug. This triggers a frenzy among the girlfriends, turning them into kissing zombies. Kuzuri reveals that they need a neutralization drug to restore everyone's rationality, and she and Rentaro have limited time to administer it before the girlfriends become perpetual kissing zombies. Rentaro and Kuzuri sprint toward the rooftop exit, pursued by the girlfriends. Kuzuri explains the urgency of reaching the chemistry lab to create the antidote. While running, Rentaro considers ways to slow down their pursuers, but Kuzuri's suggestion of a pain-inducing drug is dismissed. The vice principal joins the chase, prompting Kuzuri to deploy the drug on her. However, the vice principal's layers of foundation protect her, forcing her to retreat to fix her makeup. Nano, still in her kissing zombie state, commands the girlfriends to split up for a coordinated attack. Rentaro and Kuzuri also split up, both heading for the chemistry lab. Shizuka becomes the sole pursuer of Rentaro. When she falls, he takes her to the infirmary to treat her injury, only to remember her zombie state afterward. Strategically, he places her on a coat hanger to prevent more kisses. Exiting the infirmary, Rentaro encounters Karen and Hakari, who collaborate to capture him using Hakari as a makeshift catapult. After enduring a series of kisses, Rentaro notices their argument and realizes their personalities still influence their actions. He maneuvers them into kissing each other, creating an opening to escape. Rentaro reaches the chemistry lab, only to find Nano waiting inside. He hides in a cleaning cabinet, where he discovers Kuzuri. She reveals that Nano saw her enter the lab but claims to be an ally. Together, they plan a diversion, but Kuzuri, overwhelmed by guilt, tearfully decides to quit developing drugs. In a desperate attempt to change her mind, Rentaro accidentally knocks her emergency neutralization drug to the floor. Chaos ensues as Kuzuri begins drinking the drug herself. Rentaro intervenes, and Kuzuri explains her plan to transform into her older form and create the antidote while Nano is unaware. However, the plan fails when Kuzuri reveals herself, leading to her being tied up. Rentaro improvises a diversion, luring Nano away and allowing Kuzuri to revert to her small form to complete the antidote. Together, they successfully administer the neutralization drug, restoring the girlfriend's memories. In the aftermath, the group wakes up in the infirmary, pretending not to remember their time as zombies. Kuzuri apologizes through tears, but Rentaro reassures her, expressing gratitude for the drugs that both caused and resolved the chaos. He encourages her to keep pursuing her passion for drug development. Overwhelmed with emotion, Kuzuri kisses Rentaro, confessing her love for him and her devotion to her work. Rentaro and his girlfriends enjoy a date at Rano Flower Park. The day takes an unexpected turn when an announcement is made about a bouquet toss event, offering the winner a chance to take a commemorative photo with their lover in a wedding dress. Hakkari, expressing her long-held dream of wearing such a dress, is determined to make it come true. While waiting for the event to start, Rentaro overhears a woman commanding her subordinates to catch the bouquet at any cost. Identified as the Gara Alliance, a biker gang, they present a formidable challenge in the bouquet toss. Hakkari suggests the 6 of them cooperate to catch the bouquet, leading to a plan to raffle off who gets the photo. Shizuka, due to her petite stature, is encouraged by Rentaro to cheer them on and is given a banner with Rentaro's family written on it. The bouquet toss begins in chaos, with the Gara Alliance engaging in questionable tactics. When Hakkari faces danger, Karen steps in to protect her. Karen, using a jacket and headband from a fallen Alliance member, infiltrates the group to hold down the Alliance leader, allowing the others to pursue the bouquet. The Alliance performs a special move, Gara Storm, creating wind to propel the bouquet towards them. In a surprising turn, Shizuka uses an improvised paraglider made from a towel to catch the bouquet, showcasing her resourcefulness. Hakkari, in her internal monologue, reveals her plan to ensure her victory in the subsequent game for the photo opportunity. Despite Hakkari's strategy, the group accidentally grabs the chopstick simultaneously, leaving her in a dilemma. However, she manages to emerge as the winner. Kazuri expresses a desire for the photo opportunity, and Hakkari, in a selfless gesture, offers it to her. Overwhelmed by her love for both Rentaro and Hakkari, Kazuri insists they take the photo together. In a heartfelt moment, Hakkari thanks Rentaro for bringing her joy. The atmosphere shifts when Hakkari makes an unexpected request, asking Rentaro to break up with her. The mood turns dramatic as Rentaro tries to understand her reasons. Hakkari reveals that her mother, upon learning about their polygamous relationship, has taken drastic measures, forcing her to transfer schools and sever ties with Rentaro. Desperate to see Hakkari, Rentaro visits her house but encounters resistance from her mother and security guards. During a brief call, Hakkari reveals the grim situation and the challenges they face. Determined to overcome these obstacles, Rentaro seeks the support of his other girlfriends to rescue Hakkari. After coming to an agreement, the group sets off on their mission. The group endeavors to infiltrate the Hanano mansion to rescue Hakkari. Climbing over the fence, they use a fountain to mask their entry sounds, mindful of security guards patrolling the premises. Rentaro plans to signal Hakkari by throwing a rubber ball at her window, but a mistro complicates matters. The ball ends up in the Hanano family cat's possession, causing a commotion that nearly alerts a security guard. Abandoning the initial plan, they opt for a direct entry into the mansion. Nano suggests using the cat flap, and after clever maneuvering involving a sleeping drug, they manage to incapacitate the Hanano dog guarding the entrance. Inside the mansion, they encounter a hallway filled with laser security. Kazuri provides eye drops to reveal the infrared beams. Rentaro and Karen, deemed the strongest, decide to climb over the lasers while tied together. During the climb, a humorous moment arises when Rentaro's cheek accidentally presses against Karen's belly, briefly distracting her. Nevertheless, they successfully reach the other side and continue their mission. They find Hakkari's room but trigger alarms, announcing her attempted escape. Hakkari's mother, Hanano Haari, confronts them. Hakkari, still locked in her room, blames herself for Rentaro's predicament. She believes that as long as she remains, Rentaro will never stop trying to bring her happiness, leaving him burdened by her and her mother forever. In a heartfelt conversation, Haari reveals her painful past. Giving birth to Hakkari at 13 due to her love for someone with a terminal illness. She explains that her intervention stems from not wanting Hakkari to experience the same regret she did. Haari believes Hakkari, like herself, blindly commits to love, mistaking it for lifelong happiness. After her own love passed away, Haari devoted her life to raising Hakkari, yet she still carries an unfilled void. She doesn't want Hakkari to repeat her mistakes, separating her from Rentaro to help her realize she won't find true happiness with a man sharing his love with others. Despite Rentaro's emotional pleas, Haari insists on keeping them apart. Tears fill Rentaro's eyes as he declares his commitment to ensure Hakkari never feels the loneliness her mother endured. His emotions wash away the eye drops, and when he makes direct eye contact with Haari, a sixth thing occurs, signaling a new soulmate. Rentaro finds himself entangled with Hakkari, marking the arrival of his sixth soulmate. Despite Hakkari experiencing a similar impulse with her previous lover, she succumbs to love's blind spell and impulsively confesses her feelings to Rentaro. Karen, ever the voice of reason, questions the sanity of Hakkari only to redirect her concern toward Rentaro as he stumbles over his response to Hakkari's confession. Hakkari attempts to pass off her proclamation as a joke but regains composure and firmly stands her ground against accepting Rentaro and Hakkari's love. Undeterred, Rentaro persists in his determination to bring happiness to Hakari. In an unexpected twist, Hakari unveils a specially ordered lie detector chair intending to expose Rentaro's true feelings to Hakari. Rentaro challenges the reliability of the lie detector, leading Hakari to suggest a test with Karen. The machine, shaped like a chair, causes comedic chaos as it questions Karen's cup size. Hakari's attempt to demonstrate the machine's precision backfires when Karen's answers lead to unexpected results, including a comical punch to the machine. Hakari questions Karen about her feelings for Rentaro, unraveling a cascade of hilarious responses and machine-induced chaos. The lie detector inadvertently becomes a stage for Rentaro to prove his unwavering commitment to Hakari. Amid the uproar, Abe bursts into the room with alarming news. Hakari threatens to jump from a window. Seizing the chaos, Karen restrains Hakari, urging Rentaro to escape with Hakari. Though reluctant, Rentaro is swayed by Karen's insistence that she'll wait indefinitely for his return. As Rentaro rushes to Hakari's side, a dramatic scene unfolds outside the window. The emotional intensity peaks when Rentaro and Hakari, gripping each other, slip from the window, landing in a fountain below. In the aftermath, Hakari and Karen race to check on the duo's well-being. Despite Hakari's earlier resistance, she prostrates herself before Rentaro, acknowledging his sincerity. Rentaro, true to his promise, expresses his commitment to bringing happiness to both Hakari and Hakari. Hakari, driven by her fondness for cute things, playfully dresses up the girlfriends, evoking both screams and laughter. Overwhelmed, Hakari goes to the kitchen to get water, with Rentaro accompanying her. On the way, she grabs hold of him, expressing her feelings and inviting him to her room. The story takes a comedic turn as Hakari, overwhelmed with excitement, leads Rentaro to her room. What follows are amusing and questionable activities. Meanwhile, the other girlfriends engage in a card game, growing concerned about Rentaro and Hakari's prolonged absence. They speculate on the situation, prompting them to rush to Hakari's room, only to discover Rentaro dressed in women's clothing. Hakari expresses admiration for his cuteness, thrilling the girlfriends, who thank Hakari for the unexpected treat. Embarrassed, Rentaro collapses, causing panic among the girls. Hakari hatches a plan involving Nano dressed as a prince to wake him up with a kiss. The scenario unfolds with humorous results. A sulky Rentaro heads for a bath, setting the stage for more comedy as Hakari and Hakari plot to peep on him. Their curiosity leads to comical banter and failed attempts, including Shizuka intervening and being hilariously restrained. Despite the chaos, Rentaro anticipates their plans and takes precautions, resulting in a comedic sequence of thwarted peeping. Later, Rentaro discovers Hakari praying in a room dedicated to her former lover. The revelation of Hakari's past love adds depth to the episode. Rentaro's comforting words reassure her, and kisses her. The group shares a bonding moment, playing cards and enjoying cozy interactions. Late at night, Rentaro and Hakari share a tender moment, but Karen, in her thunder manner, interrupts their cuddling. Wandering alone, Rentaro encounters the ghost of Hakari's father, who expresses gratitude before ascending to heaven. The next morning, as the group prepares to collect their uniforms, they're surprised to learn Hakari has bought out the school to become the new chairwoman, all in an effort to spend more time with Rentaro. And that's how the season ends. Let me know what you think about this anime, and as always, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all in the next video.